Good morning, everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the articles, schedules, and parts of the Indian Constitution. Originally, there were 395 articles, 22 parts, and 8 schedules in the Constitution. But currently, there are 448 articles, 25 parts, and 12 schedules. Originally, the Indian Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949 and it is also stated in the preamble. Right? Preamble के अंदर, when we go through the preamble, what we see is, let me recite the preamble for you. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status, opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. Now, as per the preamble of the Constitution, preamble states there are 4 ingredients in the preamble: source of the Constitution, nature of the Indian state, objectives of the Constitution and date of adoption. So what is the source of Constitution? As we all know that India is a popular sovereignty. India contains a popular sovereignty. So the people of India are the source of this Constitution. And what is the nature of Indian state? Nature of Indian state consists of sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. Fine. Moving towards the objectives of the Indian Constitution. So there are 4 main objectives of the Indian Constitution as stated in the preamble, that is justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. Fine. And the date of adoption is 26 November 1949. लेकिन क्या ये सारे अडॉप्ट हो गए थे 26 नवंबर 1949 and were they enforced? क्या ये लागू हो चुके थे 26 नवंबर 1949 से? So the question arises here, क्या ये लागू हो चुके थे? Were these articles, were these provisions, was this constitution enforced, came into force on 26 November 1949? The answer is no. The 26th November 1949 was the date of adoption of the Constitution, whereas the enactment of the Constitution took place on 26th of January 1950. And 26th of January 1950 is why this particular date has been kept for enactment of this Constitution, because just to mark the memory, just to remember that on 26th January 1929, Indian National Congress for the first time created India's Declaration of Independence, and INC, Indian National Congress, demanded Poon Swaraj on 26th January 1929. So just to mark the commemoration of this day, just to remember this day, 26th January 1950 was kept as the enactment date of Constitution of India. So on 26th November 1949, what all provisions were enforced? All the provisions were enforced on 26 January 1950, excepting the citizenship provision along with other ancillary provisions. They were enacted on 26 November 1949. Otherwise, all the provisions were enacted on 26 January 1950. Now, let us segregate all the ingredients of the Indian of the preamble of the Constitution. So what do we mean by sovereignty? Sovereign. What do we mean by sovereign? Sovereign means India is not bound to follow any orders from any authority. Nobody is above India. India is